Hi guys, James from DBG here, and as mentioned in the previous video, it's time to unbox this Rubicon models M4A1 75 Sherman medium tank. As you can see, it's a 1/56 scale plastic kit for gamers and modelers alike, and I do apologise for the glare on the glossy box, but if I just do that, you can see there's a glorious picture of an American M4, and it says it can be an M4A1, which is in British service, a Sherman 2, which saw service in North Africa, which is perfect for my 8th Army. And you've got a choice of direct vision or small hatch. That's small hatch. Direct vision is slightly different. Includes both low and high muscle turrets, multiple mountlets, open and close command and crew hatches, and tank crew figures are included, which is a new one for me when it comes to Rubicon. Most of the big Rubicon stuff I've built hasn't had crew figures, which is kind of good because Rubicon is sort of true scale, so they're actually slightly smaller, in fact considerably smaller than Warlord Games and Artisan Designs and a few others, which are more heroic scale. Anyway, flip over to the back of the box, and as usual you get some blurb about the Sherman, a little bit of its history and its development, and all the numbers of variants that were made. Picture of the decal sheet, which as you can see has a mix of American, French, British and Commonwealth markings, and then 3 pictures of American green and British Sherman tanks. So let's open this up and see what we get. And as you would expect, we have some plastic bags, and we have the instructions, and another plastic bag. Right, put those to one side. So that looks like, yeah, that's crew figures, instructions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 individually wrapped plastic bags, which is good because if anything breaks off, it goes into the bag, not into the box, and gets lost. So if we do that, yep, here are the decals. I am not going to take them out, but as you can see, there's a mix of Tunisia and late war American markings. There is French markings, which would be the Free French. I think it's the 2nd Armoured Division. If you go further down, there's a whole lot of tank names, mainly US tank names. We've got the British geometric system, and then British identification markings, aerial markings, etc., and all the armour divisions, which includes the Desert Rat, 4th Armoured Brigade, the Black Balls, and a few others. So yeah, even though they're later war ones. So, right, the instructions. Oh, we've got a handy sprue map on the back. A little note there saying that the greyed out parts are not to be used. So there's a couple of greyed out parts up there, some down here. And then we go on to the standard Rubicon, incredibly detailed and easy. And there we go. There's the 2 there. If you want to do direct hatch, you go to step 5. You want to do small hatch, you go to step 8. There we go. Because obviously there's going to be 2 different types of hull. Yeah, so there is your instructions. Incredibly informative as always. So we're going to do these sprues one at a time. These are the tank command sprues. So we go. We have the Bear-Aid heads at the top, which are these ones are British, helmeted ones at the bottom are American. As you can see, they're all very well detailed. I will not be using these. I'm going to make sure my Sherman is buttoned up, purely because they're not going to sit well with the rest of the force, as I've already explained. So, here is the track and lower hull sprue. I may need to change the blade on my scalpel. So there's the gloriousness, that is one-piece tracks. There's your lower hull. Guide sprockets, that's the American gearbox cover there. The British one has the riveted bands going across it. So there's the bogies, sides of the hull. Yeah. All good stuff. Now, we have two different types of hull. So these ones, which I'm assuming are direct vision, because you've got vision ports there and there. And there's the small hatch version. I could be wrong. I'm sure someone in the comments will tell me if I am. So yeah, as you can see, massive amounts of detail, as you would expect. All tools, gun lock. That looks like applique armour, which will mainly be for the British, I think. Now, what's this one? So here we have a different set of wheels, bogies, etc. I don't know which one is which. We have what looks like mudguards, or fenders as Americans would call it. We have lights, we have other hatches, and then we have the transmission cover there. And British with the riveted bands there and there. And here we have the two turrets. We have the high and low bustle, and there looks like to be an incredible amount of options here. I think there's stuff for different kits. I'm pretty sure that's a 17-pounder, so that'll be one for the Mark 1C hybrid. We have two types of 75mm gun there. That is a 105mm howitzer. We go over here, we have 50 cal. Lots of different types of mantlets, what have you, hatches. There's another 50 cal there. Some applique armour coming up. There it is. There's turret applique armour. And there's the mounting point for the 50 cal, which for some reason the British didn't like. They took it off. And here we have another set of wheels. These ones are all pre-built. Without looking at the instructions, I couldn't tell you which ones are which. Maybe I should have checked that out. And there's another tank commander there. He's American, so I'm assuming this is for the small hatch version. And there's a Cullen hedge cutter at the top. So yeah, as you can see, this is going to be a fun kit to build. There's lots of options. Focus. Lots of options. Quite a few parts. There's going to be a massive amount of stuff in my bits box, which is going to be very cool. So yeah, all in all, this is a massive thumbs up for me. As usual, Rubicon have knocked this kit out of the park. I would highly recommend Rubicon to anyone playing bolt action or anyone who just likes building and painting model tanks. So, as usual guys, please do check out all the stuff in the description that I can never remember. Sponsors, Patreon, Goblin Gaming, etc. Do all the YouTubey stuff, like and subscribe, ring the bell and all that jazzy McDoodles. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Take care. And I'll catch you next time.